folks to another episode of Midlife Models from Ruined to Refreshed. PJ here, and I'd like to welcome all old friends and new friends to the channel. And this time we're going to be doing another DSMC monthly challenge, which is the Any Dinky Vehicle. And I've got a pretty short supply when it comes to dinky vehicles, but I did manage to find the Dinky Lunar Roving Vehicle from Dinky Toys, made in England. Now, not a lot to it, I must admit. I do have a couple of astronauts that will fit. I'm going to be painting them in the style of Space 1999 astronauts. So I'm going to disassemble this even as we speak, because it takes two screws, which are here and here, and then it pretty much collapses. So let's get these screws out. There's one, and a plate. There's two. And another plate, and as you can see, it's fallen to pieces already. And that's it. Fairly simple. I don't know if this cap comes off. I'm going to try and get that off. Yeah, the cap comes off the steering mechanism. And there you go. So that was a quick disassembly. There we go. What are we going to do with it? Okay. Well, I'm going to give it a kind of realistic look, which sounds better than it probably will end up. But I'm going to do the body parts in not these body parts, the body parts of the vehicle in like a space silver. And on the actual lunar rover from, you know, the moon landing, these were orange, so I'm going to be doing them orange. I'm going to see if I can print off a couple of 3D accessories, like a camera and a radio antenna, and see what it looks like when we put it all together. So I might have to file these, definitely this one, I might have to file it flat, I'm not sure yet, we'll see. So let's get it into the caustic soda, and oh, I'm going to obviously, I say obviously, these are a bit tough. I'm hoping I don't split them. Let's get these tyres off. Two, no, they're good tough old boots, so that's good news. I really don't want to take these off, they're well pinned in. Oh, there we go, there's the tyres off as well. Let's try to turn that around slightly. So let's get this into the caustic soda and see what we can do with this one. And I'll catch you in a few. Cheers. Welcome back, folks, to this update on our Dinky Lunar Roving Vehicle build. And as you can see, I've assembled the vehicle. The reason I had to do it off screen was the wheels were falling off left, right and centre. It was a bit fiddly, so as I said, I did it off screen. So a quick update. The astronauts have been primed, ready for painting and detailing. I've also 3D printed a radio transmitter and camera. I've got a bit of detailing to do to them. They'll sit on the front. If I get a chance, I'll put a flag on the back and perhaps a few stickers. So that's where we are. As you know, as part of this build was going to be the DSMC any Dinky vehicle build. It's become much more than that and more personal since we have the sad news that we'd lost Martin. So this now becomes the Martin Day tribute challenge, and it's any Dinky vehicle, and this will now be etched in the calendar every time we do this particular challenge. I've yet to put my thoughts on to video. We're going to be having this is going to come out in after the event, but we're going to have a live chat on the MLM challenge on the MLM YouTube channel, where I've invited a few close friends, and hopefully people will join us in the chat and leave their thoughts. I'm waffling a bit now. I'm still struggling to come to terms with the loss of my good friend and partner in crime, Mr. Martin Day. So anyway, without waffling anymore, I'm going to do some detailing on these parts, and then we'll see it reassembled and finished off. So that's where we are, and I'll catch you in a bit. Cheers. So welcome to the reveal, folks, of this Dinky Toys Lunar Roving Vehicle. A fairly simple one, this one. It wasn't too difficult. It all comes apart quite nicely. What I had to do, the hardest part was getting the wheels back on, but if you put the wheels in some boiling water and leave them for 5 minutes, it makes them a little bit more giving, and I was able to get them back on quite easily. I added a 3D camera and radio transmitter, repainted the figures, added some stickers, and again, I think I mentioned it's quite a tricky one to put back together, try and get the four wheels between the body and the chassis and at the same time, and then screw it back together. So there wasn't a great deal of detail in this video, as well as the loss of Martin put me on my back foot a bit, so I needed to take a couple of days and get this one done over the line. So I quite like how it's turned out. My offering to the Martin Day Open Invitational any Dinky vehicle event. Part of it was shot before what happened to Martin, so apologies for that. I usually put a lot more detail on, but this time it was a one and done kind of thing. However, what we are doing, talking about Martin, is we are going to be setting up a Just Giving page. You'll find the details, a link in the details of this video. Martin was a big lover of his dogs, so it's going to an animal charity. feel free to donate by all means. Werner would be eternally grateful, as would Martin. I'd also like to take the opportunity to personally thank each one of you that have supported me over this last week and joined us in the live chat where we paid tribute to Martin. It was not mournful, it was a celebration. There was a sense of humour to it. I know that Werner and Poppy, Martin's granddaughter, were watching it, and they appreciated everybody's comments, kind words and condolences. It meant a lot to them that the community could come together and do what we did. So once again, thank you for that. It wasn't a subscriber grab or anything like that. It was just me and the boys wanted to get together, and they were there to support me while I was talking about Martin. So there you go, folks. This is PJ signing off on this sad week, but we'll be back with another event soon, and I'll catch you later. Cheers.